hypothetical situation. You're sitting at home and the entire world plunges into nuclear winter. Life gets a bit worse. Every morning, you develop a new and exciting form of cancer.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay. See, I told you I fixed it. I fixed the sound.
And every night, somewhere in the world, an orphan is dissolved by acid rain. But
that's fucked. That's actually fucked up. What the
fuck?
Not
even the bad part. The bad part is the cockroaches. We don't really know why, but they're doubling every...
You know what? I'm so glad in the UK we don't get cockroaches. They seem like one of the most disgusting fucking creatures on the planet. Not the most, but one of them. And thankfully we don't get them in the UK. Or at least I've never seen one IRL. Like, I've never in my life seen a cockroach. Other than in, like, pictures and videos. I'm so happy about that.
Single day. Start with one roach, 2 weeks later, you've got 16,000. Give it another week, and it's 2 million. And, no, they're not very friendly. To survive this insectoid nightmare, you'll need to build your defenses, hone your skills, and utilize a vast arsenal of weapons, or you'll die painfully. The choice is yours, and that wasn't a hypothetical.
Imagine you survive a nuclear apocalypse, right? Imagine you survive the most, you know, the thing that wipes out the entire world. The civilization is gone. The human race is a shadow of what it used to be. You survive all that just to get eaten alive by cockroaches? By giant fucking cockroaches. That'd be like the worst way to fucking go.
It's real. So let's get to work. But first, I have to tell you something. I am a proponent of diversity. I don't think we have enough of it. In fact, I want to maximize the differences.
What the fuck is this? What is that real?
Between human races, until we achieve a fantasy world with goblins, dwarves, and the Turkish. Which is why 7 years ago, I petitioned
oh yes, the mythical creatures, the Turkish.
NASA to slow the Earth's rotation and tidally lock us to the sun, such that America would constantly bask in the sun's radiance, while China would exist in perpetual darkness.
I mean, China does exist in perpetual darkness, just of a different kind. They have no free will.
And slowly evolve into a mole society. I thought that would be pretty interesting. I also had a plan to turn the Philippines into gnomes. But unfortunately, the frauds at NASA were afraid of my visionary ideas, and they promptly rejected my proposal, which sent me...
Oh, what? Why? That was such a reasonable proposal, Reggie.
Into a deep depression. The only thing that was able to cheer me up was the sponsor of today's video, Zenless Zone Zero. Don't let...
Oh shit, an actually good game. Hey yo, Zenless is pretty good.
Let the acronym fool you. ZZZ is a very exciting free-to-play 3D urban fantasy action role-playing game. That's VEF2P3DUFARPG for short.
Wait, what? Say that again.
The game features a futuristic setting in the post-apocalypse, where you can utilize a wide variety of characters to explore the world, battle countless enemies, and find new gear. But most importantly, Zenless Zone Zero just entered version 2.0, which introduces a brand new area, Waifei Peninsula, that you can explore using one of the new agents, Yizhuan, Pan Yinhu, or Zhu Fufu. My favorite is Yixuan.
I mean, obviously, they're the best one. Holy fucking shit. Hello, lady. Hello. ZZ is great. Overrated polish. Damn, she. Razor, thank you for the follow.
Because she's not a wild animal or a child. Additionally,
True, she's not. That's how she wins instantly.
Zenless Zone Zero is celebrating its anniversary this month by offering special events for players to earn rewards, such as a free S-Rank agent, an S-Rank W engine, 30 limited channel pulls, and much more.
No idea what any of that means gonna be real. Also, Baker, thank you for the follow. Come in.
Personally, I like to keep it simple. I select Yizhuan, load into a nondescript locale, and horribly beat its denizens until I forget about the stresses of my modern life. It feels good, and I want that for you too. So give Zenless Zone Zero a try for free. It's available now on PC, mobile, PlayStation, and it just launched on Xbox. So click the link in the description and use code ZZZ20Reggie to get started with 60 polychrome and 6,666 Denny.
I'm noticing a lot of sixes. I'm noticing a lot of sixes there. Demonic,
how exciting.
maybe?
Now, back to the video. The rules of this challenge are very simple. On day 1 at exactly 12 p.m., 2 roaches will spawn and try to kill me. I will defeat them because I am marginally more intelligent. Every day
Marginally more intelligent than a roach.
after that, their numbers will double until presumably the entire map is covered in 10 million rad roaches, at which point God himself won't be able to save us.
Wait, is Todd God? Is Todd Howard God? Excuse you? Also, thank you for discovering me.
Also, just for fun, we're playing on 400% game speed, so the days are very short. Now, the only way to stop the insect apocalypse is to destroy their leader, the King of Roaches, Reggie. Calling yourself the King of Roaches is basically a self-diagnosis for schizophrenia, but it's not slowing him down any, because Mr. Blataria is a very powerful enemy that commands an army of insects, and he won't even spawn onto the map until we reach level 35. So our goal is to power level to 35 before the roaches overwhelm us, then confront their king and put a stop to this once and for all.
The Todd Bringer, Todd is God of all modern. The festive title for it just works.
I did consider attempting this challenge on survival mode, but I get enough cock and ball torture at home, so I don't need to outsource that to Todd Howard. We'll be playing on very hard.
Todd Howard, the official god of cock and ball torture. Interesting. Interesting.
Our journey begins in the bathroom mirror. Here, we meet humanity's last hope for survival. His name, Gut Fuckman, and he will become the greatest exterminator to ever live. Now, in order to kill a roach, we need to think like a roach. So I set my intelligence to 1 and max out my luck. This is going to allow us to access the Idiot Savant perk for power leveling. Everything else doesn't really matter, so just spend your remaining time giving your character.
Of course he's gonna do the Chad thing, right? He's gonna give him the Chad jawline with the looks maxing. Of course. I wish Reggie was as funny. I wish I was as funny as Reggie. Same, bro.
Acromegaly and call it a night. Once that's done, we skip the opening tutorial and quickly fight our way through the vault. Now outside in the world at 1 p.m., the clock is ticking. At this point, you've probably got a few questions for me. How will we power level to 35? Where is the Roach King? And most importantly, why is there a dead Pakistani on my couch?
I'm gonna just gloss over that.
Answer most of these in time. Just follow along. For power leveling, we've got a plan, and the first step is to obtain Preston Gar.
Fucking! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, I hate Preston. I legit fucking hate Preston Garvey. I hate Preston Garvey so much, chat. Holy shit, bro. Hey, another Salmon needs your help. Hey, another Salmon needs your help.
Unfortunately, a couple other people had the same idea, so I had to use my superior diplomatic skills to convince them to change their mind. Dale Carnegie would be proud.
Damn, if more fucking diplomats use weapons, they'd get a lot of shit done. I just
After that, we joined up with Preston, jumped in a suit of power armor, died painfully to the local wildlife, and then made our way back to Sanctuary by 11 p.m. Now that we've got access to Settlement Building, I can reveal my master plan. Ladies and gentlemen, Shelving. Allow me to explain.
Okay.
Building settlement furniture rewards experience, and the cheapest thing to build.
Oh my god, that's so fucking clever! I had PTSD from his another settlement leisure. Yeah, same. Another stinky fox leisure. Me. Teddy Roosevelt was right. Speak softly and carry a big gun.
Is wooden and metal shelving. We are going to deconstruct every item in this entire town and turn it into thousands of shelves. If we do this right, we can probably hit level 15 by tomorrow morning. So, let it begin.
Holy. Legit had no idea about this power leveling trick. That's so fucking clever.
I start demolishing everything. Street lamps, fence posts, entire houses, even that chair you're sitting on. I'm afraid that's...
No, I need that chair. I need it. Also, chat, am I the only one who really fucking enjoyed the settlement building system? Like, legitimately, that was my favorite part about Fallout 4, is getting to build settlements. I went to every location on the map where you could build a settlement and build a settlement. I loved that. I loved that so much. Rip chair, I know, right? It was neat. A lot of people hated it though. Like, I saw it online, like a lot of people in like, you know, comments and stuff like that were shitting on it, like the settlement system boring and shit. It's like, no, if you don't like it, don't do it. But I
New
like it. I
follower.
think it was really good. I think it was a good addition to Fallout. Definitely needed it. So I like the settlement building. And can I get anything to
It's
Fallout?
actually a shelf in progress. Gonna have to take that. Preston's face contorts in horror as I tear the plumbing out of his walls just to build more shelves, but he's powerless to stop me. I work all night and into the morning until the first spawn of roaches hit. 2 of them attack me, but I'm so hopped up on construction fumes and asbestos that they never stood a chance. By destroying all
Easy W. Easy W. I like building an artillery coverage for the whole map. Yeah, exactly. True story. Quest is the most boring one in the game. Agreed. I could not give a shit about Sean. Could not care less about
public
Sean.
infrastructure, not only do I receive the satisfaction of knowing Mama Murphy will die of hypothermia, but I also receive 1,100 steel ingots and 2,600 planks of
Yo, that's a lot. That's a lot of material,
wood.
bro.
So now we can begin the method. Enter build mode and find a wall you really like. This part is important because you'll be staring at it for the next 2 hours. Now start building shelves. Each one gives us 2 XP, and since I am a mentally challenged man, we have a high chance of triggering Idiot Savant to triple our XP gain.
That's how it works? Oh. That's so fucking clever, bro. I thought he was just gonna do it to like spam like low level XP constantly, but no, I forgot they had this idiot savant thing.
Once you're all out of materials, deconstruct the shelves for a 50% refund and start all
And do
over.
it again.
By the time you're done, the
Uh-huh.
sound of your own neurodivergent laughter should be burned into your brain like a cattle prod. And you should also be level 16.
Just like real life? Yeah, for real. Just like real life, cat. If you ever build something, take it apart and you get 50% of the materials back.
Which is nearly halfway to our goal of 35. Not bad. I pick up a few perks to increase our damage reduction and help us gather more ammunition. But with no more wood or metal, it's time for us to move on to Phase 2. Research and development. In a matter of weeks, we'll be wading through a sea of roaches, and if we want to come out on the other side not looking like hammered dog shit, we're going to need to build a roach-killing exoskeleton.
Do any of you guys know who that was? From that little video there? I do. I know who that guy is. I've seen the fucking shit show. The absolute dumpster fire.
In terms of physical protection, our current power armor exists somewhere between Iron Man cosplay and trench coat full of semen, which is to say I really don't
A trench coat full of what? Excuse
want to wear
you?
it, and it's time to make some changes. First stop is the robotics disposal ground. I head there, making sure to kill as many innocent people as I can in the process. Their 7 experience points are an invaluable contribution to humanity's survival, and the world will not soon forget them. Arriving at the destination, we scavenge a few fusion cores, convince a robot to kill himself, and then come across some T-51 power armor.
But the T-51 looks so goofy though. You have T-45. The game starts you off with the best looking power armor. Okay. I don't know if this is like a hot button issue in Fallout or whatever. I just know that the T-45 power armor is the best looking power armor. I don't know if it's better. I don't know anything about the lore, so I don't know the backstory to it. I just know the T-45 is the best looking power armor. That's all I know. Because Fallout 3. T-45 is coolest? Thank you. YouTube comments, I'm sure you agree with me too. Right? You always agree with me?
This is a nice upgrade. After that, I raid the nearby satellite base for supplies. This is where we meet a man named Ak, who cripples my brain with a minigun. Very cool, Ak.
Wow.
Thank you. By the time we're done socializing with the locals, we get hit with the next wave.
You're allowed to have the wrong opinions. No, Sheen. No, I'm correct here. I'm correct. Enclave power armor is cooler.
New
Okay,
follower.
I'll give you that one, Ching. Enclave power armor is cooler. The Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas ones were cooler. I'm just saying, in general, T-45, perfect. Oh no, thank you for the follow. Welcome
Of
in.
roaches. Only 4 this time, so nothing too serious. Arriving back at the base, we add our T-51 pieces onto the power armor. Now we just need some legs, an arm, and a torso to complete the set. Fortunately,
You had a full suit already, Reggie. Girl, you had the best suit already. You ruined it. You fucking
Along the
threw it
west edge
away.
of the map, there's half a dozen armor spawns, so I set a waypoint in that direction and get to work. Arriving at a Bible camp, I kill all the counselors to stop them from molesting me. The camp
No, no, no. I didn't have to say it out loud, bro. T60 is the best, just the right amount of bull. I don't know any other than the one he's wearing and the T45. Again, I don't know much about Fallout lore. All I know is the video games and the TV show. I actually haven't like looked at any. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should look into the Fallout lore because I really like the fucking games. I really, really love the Bethesda games.
leader even dropped this legendary wrist guard that turns me invisible after being hit. Very nice. Oh, and also I found Professor Goodfeels. In the grimdark future of Fallout 4, even the robots are addicted to fentanyl. Proceeding further south, I reach the ration stockpile, where I am warmly received by several Molotov cocktails and an attack dog. After returning the favor, I loot a T-51
I mean, he's right. The Molotovs would keep him warm.
leg and a combat shotgun, which I made sure to test out on the next wave of roaches. Tomorrow's spawn will be 16, then 32. So we're running out of time to finish this armor. Moving on.
Shit. I thought it was like 2 as in like, it doubled as in like there's 2 every time. So it goes from 2 to 4 to 8 to 10 to 12, like that. Not doubled like by 2 for each one that's there already. That's gonna get really bad really
We
quickly.
come across a barn with a T-51 left leg. Now we just need the arm, and I think I know where to find it. The only thing standing in our way is my least favorite enemy in the Fallout
What, 2, 4, 8, 10? Yeah, 2, 4, 8, 10.
franchise. Flying Bug. I am a simple man. I see a Stingwing or a Cazador, and I
Fuck Cazadors. Fuck Cazadors. Cazadors can go fuck themselves. I'm so glad they're not in like any of the new Fallouts. Holy fucking shit. I don't know a worse enemy in Fallout than the Cazador. Because I never, in Fallout New Vegas, I never carried like antidote on me or anything like that. Holy shit. Double is implied by the explanation? Yeah, but I'm dumb, Circuit. I'm dumb. I'm fucking stupid.
experience suicidal ideation, no exceptions. My first attempt at killing the Stingwing involved me shooting at it, doing no damage, getting poisoned, and then being unable to heal myself because my legendary armor turned our Pip-Boy invisible.
Oh my god, he's played him. Congratulations. You played yourself. You played yourself there, bud. Cazador's one of the best enemy on FO. The Cazador panic attack, yes. Flying bugs at Fallout game. What a troll of armor, exactly.
Shortly after, I die in the streets, only to realize my most recent save was an hour ago. This was a compelling gameplay experience. After an hour of killing, I worked my way back to the Stingwing. This time, we used a hunting rifle to get it to 20% health, before miraculously missing a headshot at point.
Ow. That was fucking XCOM levels of fucking bullshittery right there. But like 99% chance to hit, and you still
Point blank
miss.
range and it dying on the spot. Now listen, I've been outsmarted by bugs before, but this is getting a little ridiculous. So for the third attempt, I brought out the minigun and
There we go. There we go. Let's do the American approach and spur him
things
first.
went a little differently. Each one of those bullets could have been a dead rad roach, and for that, I will never forgive the Stingwing population. Anyway, with
You know what? That's fair. That's fair. They're bugs. They don't deserve life
that
anyway.
taken care of, I made my way to this military convoy, found the last piece of armor, and fast-traveled back to the base to complete our set. It looks positively beautiful, but it's missing one thing, something emblematic of the human race that makes us fundamentally better than the bugs. That thing.
Wait. Did that guy just eat hornets? Was that a hornet or like a bee nest? What the Chat, what did it, huh? I'm sure YouTube comments will know if Chad doesn't. What the, hornets? He ate hornets. That was a hornet nest. Why would he eat that? I don't know. I'm just as like stunned as you are. Well, he's dead. No, yeah, he's gonna die. He's not okay. Hornets. Oh my god. I saw that before, and yeah, it's hornets. Florida man. Okay, that explains everything. No, Ben is correct. That Florida man explains everything here.
Follower.
Beyond repair. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. This is a Florida. Yeah, this is Florida man thing for real. On God.
Is capitalism. By harnessing the power of branded sponsorships, our
Bro.
extermination exoskeleton now has increased damage and energy resistance. The communist bug maxers don't stand a chance. So we're on day 4 of the
Yeah, Flubber's communist bug
Roach
masters.
Apocalypse. We're level 17 with a full set of power armor. This is pretty good, but we're only 1 week away from 1,000 roaches trying to rip us limb from limb. So what's my next move?
Flamethrower, fire. You need a foot. Is that one of Murphy in the fucking barrel? Excuse you? You need fire. You need to burn
ask
them
myself this
all.
question, and I answer it intuitively. I need a flamethrower.
I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I fucking knew it. Yes, fire. Fire solves all problems, Chuck. Fire solves all problems. Mini nukes is a good shout too. Is a very good idea. Did he need Red Bull his armor? Basically, spinner. On it, nukes are better, but you have a less likely chance of surviving a nuke if you say, you know, the fucking the red roaches are close quarters. Whereas a flamethrower, you can choose them away with fire. What's up? How on the guy, Josh? How welcome in? Nukes are just fire upgrades.
Now, there's probably a lot of ways to get one of these, but I like doing things the hard way. We're going to travel across the map to a place full of people who hate me, have several flamethrowers, and at least one of them wants to throw us in a giant pot of molten iron. I believe this will be a spiritually enriching experience.
Yes, spiritually enriching.
So I fast travel to a nearby farm to begin the journey. I arrive at the farm just in time to spawn 16 roaches on the helpless inhabitants.
Shit.
This is what we call a happy accident. After cleaning up the roaches, I get back on the road toward the metalworks. Normal roads might have speed limits or a toll booth to slow you down. Fallout roads slow you down by forcing you to spend 20 minutes beating a scorpion to death with a tire iron. This is an
Oh, I don't want to be on those roads. Also, that guy, Josh, thank you for the follow, and welcome in. What power am I? From then, I no clue spinner.
Element of the post-apocalypse that I find personally disagreeable. Anyway, after using the scorpion's liquefied remains to fill a pothole, I did some looting, found a sledgehammer, and then made my way to the Finch farm. Here we find Abraham Finch, who is terribly distraught because his son Jake just ran off to join the raiders over at the metalworks. I look into his eyes and smile reassuringly. Don't worry, old man.
Is that some height? What the fuck?
I'm going there right now to kill everyone. Quest accepted. I arrive at what I believe is the metalworks, but I wasn't 100% sure until I stumbled into a shed full of flamethrowers. Oh,
we're on the right track, chat. There's flamethrower traps, that means there's gotta be flamethrowers here. Kyler Ace, I think? Thank you for the follow.
yeah,
Welcome in.
this is exactly where we want to be. All we have to do now is kill everyone inside, take their weapons, and then we'll be prepared for the next week of roaches. From the perspective of an invasion, my assault against the metalworks was an astonishing failure. But as a metaphysical exploration of the
You're in power armor, bro. How do you fuck up then badly? Nova Casual, thank you for the follow and welcome
very
in.
concept of pain, it was a remarkable success. You see, the problem is this little skull right here. This is the equivalent of the skull and crossbones you can find on a bottle of drain cleaner, meaning this is incredibly dangerous, and you'll probably die if you
Oh, I always wondered what that actual skull thing meant. I legit didn't know. I've played Fallout 4 like a lot. Legit had no idea that's what it meant.
But that didn't stop me back then, and it won't stop me now. Eventually, after many landmines and countless sledgehammer homicides, we managed to fight our way into the...
Wait, I just realized, he's using a fucking sledgehammer. That's why he's fucking out so hard. The Forge don't play. Skull means death. Yeah, I see that now. I see that now.
Our power armor, for lack of a better term, is absolutely fucked. But I didn't let that hold us back. In fact, I started role-playing as whatever the opposite of an occupational health and safety officer is. Because I'm just running around beating people with a hammer. Wow, thank God this guy's wearing a hard hat. Otherwise, he could have got really hurt. I decided...
Oh, they don't hurt anyway, bruh. Those enemies are just higher level. Skull means stronger than you. Okay.
Yes, and my own roleplay by unlocking this robot and programming him to shoot people with railroad spikes. This is the kind of...
Oh, the That's Adri's sickest
work
bro.
environment I can endorse. Once everyone's dead, I raid the lunchroom and use a collection of coffee pots and dinner forks to repair my armor. Then we head into the last area to confront the final raiders. Arriving there, I find a raid boss named Slag, and also Abraham's son, Jake, who's having second thoughts about joining a gang of criminals that get impaled by railroad spikes for a living.
You know what? I would also have second thoughts about joining them. Specifically for the railroad spikes. I think that's a big no from me, Dad, from joining. Hard Knot saved him from nothing.
I had this whole plan about how I was going to convince Jake to leave the raiders and return to his father. But before I could do any of that, I accidentally spawned 32 man-eating roaches, and things got a little messy. In fact, I'm pretty sure I beat Jake to death with a sledgehammer. After that, I minigun
No, he failed the quest. He
Slag's
killed the
bodyguards
son.
and then spent 5 minutes determining how many concussions were required to liquefy this man's brain. The answer was 47. Once Slag was dead, I looted his incendiary sword, grabbed some flamethrowers, and threw.
Oh wait, he's got a fucking katana flame sword. Hey yo, that'd be absolutely perfect for the red roaches. Get soon. Thank you for the 37 months.
Threw Jake's body into the pot of molten iron. Sorry, bud, but if your father was to find your pulverized corpse, that would implicate me in a murder which I did commit, but sincerely don't want to be punished for. After that, I leave the metalworks and go back to Abraham to receive 300 XP for, quote, trying to save his son. Now
trying to save. Oh no! Imagine getting rewarded for murdering the quest giver's son, but he has no idea. That's so messed up. That's so messed up. This scrimshaw goes pretty hard. Trying, yes, quote unquote, trying.
we've got the armor, the weapons, and the indomitable spirit of a serial killer. Let's head back to the base and prepare for the next wave of roaches. We arrive at 7 a.m. The first thing I do is modify our flamethrower, swap it over to a napalm fuel tank, increase
Oh, oh, yes, yes. Nothing like napalm in the morning. Oh, yes, hot and sticky. Let's go. War crimes is against bugs, okay? Bugs don't deserve rights. Bugs aren't people. Bugs are bugs. They deserve nothing but napalm. I am a proponent against bugs. We need to napalm bugs.
the capacity and elongate the barrel. Much like a purebred dog, hundreds of years of inbreeding have resulted in the modern exterminator being reduced to a pale imitation of his forefathers. Pesticides and sticky traps, these are the weapons of a coward. But a napalm flamethrower and 5-ton military-grade exoskeleton.
Current chat behavior. Current chat behavior. I watched American Psycho last week. I've actually never seen it, to be fair. I mean, he did try, the Roaches put it up. Yeah, but then he just proceeded to beat the son to death for no reason. Lobster, thank you for that, for the free watch streak, Goober.
This is how bugs were meant to be killed. It's about 8 a.m., which gives us 4 hours to prepare our defenses for the wave of 64 roaches. We build a few generators, some fog lights, and a combat platform to await our destiny.
Wait, yeah, just set up like a shit ton of like flame turrets and like normal turrets and mortars, and you're fucking fine. Is that Donald Trump armor? No, it's one of like the Nuka-Cola brands from the game. It's not that. Don't worry,
Destiny spawns gracefully on the bridge in front of us, and I waste no time incinerating it, stripping the flesh from its corpse, and then cooking it into a delicious meal. Things are going to get pretty serious from this point, and we're still 15 levels away from being able to kill the Roach King. So how are we going to close that gap? Well, there's two options. Option A, when we were at the metalworks, I picked up the schematics to build copper statues. These give a ton of experience and can easily power level us if we're willing to use an item duplication glitch to generate infinite.
He's absolutely willing to use item duping. He's 100% loves to use item duping. There's no shot he doesn't.
I tested this out on another save, and I can assure you, it works very well. However,
oh shit, he's got an army. What's it called? The fucking the thing in China. The fucking terracotta army. That's it. It looks like that. Like from a distance, that would look like a massive army just ready to fucking charge. Terracotta warriors. That's it. Yes, thank you. To quote the dreadnought, none who live can survive the flame. Terracotta, that's it. Yeah.
I personally believe glitching and exploiting to be a shameful tactic devised by the British to undermine our moral integrity. So instead,
there was so much unpacking that. What the fuck? Why was Nikagata Abrigada there? Why is it British? Excuse you? I'm shocked he doesn't
We'll
do
be
it.
doing option B, which is waiting. In a few days, thousands of
Oh?
roaches will try to eat us, but if we're strong enough, we'll eat them first, and we'll be rewarded with thousands of experience points. So we're going to fortify our defenses to stab, crush, shoot, and incinerate our way to level 35. But
I'm surprised he doesn't go and get some followers too to help him fight. Yes, Griffin Grip accrued exploits. Hey, lol.
first, we'll need to scavenge some supplies, because this ain't gonna cut it. My primary goal is to construct a containment chamber, which will allow me to concentrate the roach population in one location for a more convenient genocide. I feel
That's cheating. That's cheating. That's so
compelled
cheating.
to explain that this is not an allegory for the Holocaust. Please stop reporting my video. It's nearly noon, and
Bro, that is a wild statement. Holy
the
shit.
construction isn't complete, but luckily I don't think we'll need it yet. You see, when leveling up, I grabbed this perk right here. Pain Train is a power armor based ability that allows you to turn your body itself into a weapon of destruction. By sprinting into our enemies, we can damage
shit.
them. Against a full grown man, this is rather inconvenient, but against a roach, I suspect it will be lethal. Now it's time to find out. And remember, this upcoming insect genocide is sponsored by Sugar Bob's breakfast cereal. When you feel that
Oh, that's it. Sponsored by Sugar Bombs. Okay, not Nuka-Cola, it's Sugar Bombs. The Roach Apocalypse.
crunch,
Basically,
you know it's gotta be Sugar Bombs. 12 p.m. sharp. 128 roaches spawn on the bridge in front of us, and we run straight through them like an NFL linebacker
no, we demolishing
blitzing a group
them.
of preschoolers. This pushed us to level 21. The strategy is working. I did a few more flybys and then Mercy killed the stragglers with an incredibly painful flaming sword. Just another day in the post-apocalypse. Day 13. This one snuck up on me. I was busy fighting the children of Adam over the contents of this passenger airplane when I lost track of time and accidentally spawned in 256 roaches, which
Oh fuck. Oh no, he's not prepared. He doesn't have his turret defense
proceeded
wall.
to kick the ever-living shit out of me. This was terribly embarrassing. At
Oh, he's not in his power armor.
first,
What
I
the
was
fuck?
killing the children of Adam because I hate them, but now I'm doing it so they can never tell anyone about what happened here. I did manage to survive this onslaught through the liberal and sustained application of copious amounts of napalm, but I'm getting low on fuel, and if we get caught out of our power armor on the next wave, it's not going to end well.
Still gonna murder the bug? Oh, of course he's still gonna murder the bugs. That goes without
As
saying.
I was sifting through this pile of burnt roaches, I came to a realization. That's a lot of dead bodies, and it's starting to affect my
Yeah.
frame rate. This is a problem which
Wait, did the bunnies not
is
despawn?
only going to get worse unless we find a solution, and
Just despawn the bunnies, right?
thankfully, I've got an idea. In Diamond City, there's a meat vendor that sells a wide variety of salmonella, but she also sells a book on butchery, specifically insect butchery. If we get that book, we can process these corpses, which will delete them and save our frame rate.
Oh, I didn't think you could do that. What the fuck? They don't despawn? Question mark? No, apparently not. Yeah, apparently they
So
don't.
fellas, we're going to Diamond City. Based on my previous videos, I have a questionable relationship with Diamond City, but I am absolutely positive
Huh?
that nothing will go wrong this time. So I began my journey there, and like
I don't know that I went cheese. I didn't see the last video, but I don't know if that's good.
all
That's
journeys in the
real.
post-apocalypse, it involved me using a flamethrower to kill a mosquito, using a cancer gun to fend off the homeless, and getting chased through the streets by a suicide bomber. But by 5 a.m., I had successfully made it to the front gate, where I found Piper trying to enter.
You want into Diamond City, right?
Yes, I am a normal and well-adjusted man with a car chassis.
You are not normal. You are not well adjusted. Reggie, I love you. There is nothing normal or well adjusted about you, bro. I'm sorry to say.
Welded to my torso.
What's that? You said you're a traitor up from Quincy?
No, I said I'm a psychopath who wants to wear your skin.
Yeah, that sounds more like Reggie.
Jeez, alright.
And just like that, we're in. First things first.
What do you mean, man? I'm being real. I'm being real with my bro here. He's not normal and not well adjusted. None of us are normal people. I'm a VTuber. You guys watch VTubers. We're not normal. Like, for real, we're not. We're just not normal people. I love you guys, but we can't pretend we're normal. Average RPG player, in the words of the weirdo Reggie, is the most normal one of us, duh. I was never normal. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We're not normal. It's not something to be ashamed of. Normal is subjective. True.
We go to the
true.
vendor and pick up the butchery skill book. At this point, I should leave. However, I get a bit distracted. Watch this guy get his head blown off. Then I tried to drag away his
shit.
corpse to cannibalize it. But he got stuck on the wall of this barber shop and I couldn't get him out. So I had to leave him there as their new mascot. Just a little off the top, eh fellas? By the time I was done dicking around, I realized it was already 10:30, which means I'm not going to be able to make it home before
Wait, yeah, just stay inside the city, and then the city will help you fight off the
next wave of roaches. So, Diamond City, I'm going to need your help with just one last thing.
Oh my god. Okay, that's way
And just like that, the entire city was swarming with 512 killer roaches. The bugs enveloped the area like a skittering, crunchy blanket, and I did my best to clear them out, but even with all of the citizens
I reckon this is actually a very fun sight, having like defending the city against an army of rad roaches, and the city like helping you fight. That'd be cool. Handler of war. Just a few blokes just like Fallout. Why are they grinning?
Since helping, it still took the better part of the afternoon. Also, at some point, I think I accidentally shot someone in the face, because the entire town became hostile. You know the worst part? Killing them doesn't even give experience. It's just a
Oh, what? That's so fucking cheap, bro. The fuck? You get scammed out of XP.
waste of bullets. So I forced myself to punch half the city to death to conserve my ammo. Then I spent 20 minutes jumping around killing the last of the roaches before leaving the city under a healthy amount of incoming gunfire. Until next time, Diamond City. After our escape, we head back to the base, arriving at 8:30, which left me just enough time to finish the construction on my cockroach containment device. I call it the cock cage. And now it's time to test
The cock cage. Fuck off. War. So he just committed murder.
it out.
Basically, yeah.
Wave 10 spawns in as a pyramid of roaches. I won't lie, I was scared, but I manned up and ran headfirst into this wall of flesh. My frame rate grinds to a halt
Oh my god, yeah, those frames are struggling,
as we
bro.
liquefy hundreds of insects beneath the boots of our power armor. In the mosh pit of mashed up insects, I can't even tell what's alive and what's dead.
I'm surprised this game hasn't crashed by now. PowerPoint levels here? Yeah, it's
So I just keep stomping. Heading toward the exit, I was under the impression I'd killed them all. However, I was very wrong, because not long after, hundreds of roaches sprang forth from the biomass and pushed me
my
back
God.
through the hallway until I ran out of minigun ammo. Dear God, we're about to lose containment. I have to pull the emergency shutdown lever. I battle my way through 2 frames per second and flip the switch. This activates 4 emergency
This is unplayable. His capture card must be so crispy. His PC is in pain.
flamethrowers in the hallway, which prevent any more roaches from escaping. After that, I finish off the rest of the bugs with my sword, as I realize what I've gotten myself into. I hate to say it, but the
Yeah.
cock cage is getting a little cramped. The original plan was to fix this by butchering all the corpses, but that made a lot more sense when it didn't take me 20 minutes just to select a single body. The good news is that wave power leveled us to 32. Only 3 more levels to go, and the Roach King will spawn, we'll kill him, and then I can shoot myself in the chest and die happily, knowing I'll never have to do this challenge again. The very bad news is that my computer won't be able to handle doubling
Yeah, literally, like, whatever that was, that really, he was struggling.
the wave again. And I don't think you want to watch the rest of this video in 6 frames per second.
Sorry, yeah, I don't, Reggie. I love you, bro, but I don't want to watch a 6 frames a second
So
video.
I have made a horrifying decision. Instead of spawning in the next wave of 2,000 roaches, we'll spawn in 500 Mega Death Roid roaches. They have
Okay, I think that's fair. But I love me, my slideshows. No, it's so painful.
8 times the attack, 8 times the health, triple
Oh.
speed, and they're fucking huge. Oh, also, they possess godlike omniscience, which means they can detect me from an entire cell away, so hiding won't be an option. Now, unfortunately, our main base is ground zero of an FPS nuke, so we'll need to find a new extermination arena, and I've got one in mind. The start
The Starlight Drive-thru,
Starlight
yeah.
Drive-In is a large area fielding several buildings for shelter and also a number of pre-war cars that can be exploded to deal massive damage to the bugs. I think this is our best chance at survival, so I made my way to the drive-in and waited for the next wave. As I was lighting this car on fire, I felt a familiar feeling, the feeling of my frame rate being crucified as 500 Anavar-infused rad roaches spawn into the world. Luckily, I spawned them on top of this car right as it exploded.
Shit.
And it barely even made a dent. The roaches chased me across the drive-in as I bathed them in Molotov cocktails
He's fucked. He's so dead. He's so fucked. He's so
to
fucked.
very limited success. I try to slash my way through their hordes, but they're quickly ripping apart my power armor. Desperately, I seek refuge in the projection tower. Locking myself inside, I think I'm finally safe, only to find out the roaches are crawling
They can get through the fucking windows.
through the windows and hitting me through the walls. This is hell. I climb 3 floors higher to get out of their reach, but they're literally scaling the side of the building to get to me. This
They're like the bugs from fucking Starship Troopers,
wasn't so much
bro.
a difficulty spike as it was a difficulty gangbang with a 99% fatality rate. And as much as I'd love to have my body dumped in the Everglades, I can't let the roaches have that satisfaction. Alright, we need to get even higher. Over there, we can climb the projection screen. I pull out a combat shotgun and make a mad dash for the screen. The roaches are not far behind. I rush inside and slam the door shut. Thank God.
How is that gonna help though, bro? Well, average EDF did.
But we're finally safe. Looking down at the roaches, I think I'll have a nice
Oh, wait.
relaxing afternoon picking them off with a hunting rifle, when suddenly we're knocked off the screen by a climbing roach.
No, you're fucked.
And
Oh,
just
you're
like
so
that,
fucked.
the horde is upon us. We're encased in killer bugs, and it is immensely painful. If you've ever been curious what it would feel like to be ripped apart by 1,000 grappling hooks, then you should probably talk to a psychiatrist. But I imagine it feels something like this. The only thing keeping us alive at this point is my supernatural ability to consume my entire body weight in grilled rad roach every second. It's time to resort to Plan B.
Holy shit. Yeah, he did. He's
You see,
so
I
dead.
spent 2 hours this morning placing landmines in a nearby field, and like it or not, running through an unmarked minefield currently represents our best chance at survival. So I forced my
There's no shot. There's no shot this person doesn't
way
kill
through
him.
the dog pile and led the bugs into our trap. The roaches stormed the field and were lit up by about 3 dozen anti-personnel mines.
Holy shit, it's working, chat.
This
Holy
managed
shit.
to thin their numbers down to about 100 at the cost of accidentally breaking both of our legs. After this mildly traumatic event, I briefly sought refuge inside a boxcar and I also tried a watchtower. Both of them, terrible choices. It wasn't until we made it to this storage shed that we finally had some semblance of safety. In case you're wondering, it's 5:30. We spent 5.5 in-game hours pissing our pants and getting
Holy shit. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. He's gonna die. He's fine, quote unquote. I believe. Don't know, bro.
curb
I don't
stomped
know.
by roaches. But now we've got the upper hand. I spent the next 6 hours exercising my Second Amendment rights until the number of bugs was sufficiently low for me to meet them in the field for melee.
So next wave he's fucked, basically. If he doesn't survive this one, there ain't no way he's surviving the next one. Well, this is it. We're getting to the end of the video too.
Play combat. By 11 p.m., it's finally over, and we're level 37. Finally, we can
Holy
confront the
shit.
King Roach and finish
Oh, wait, yeah. No, yeah. If you kill the King Roach, he's done. He's completed it. He's completed the
this.
challenge.
But first, we're going to need one thing. After repairing our armor, I head to the robotics disposal site, where hidden among the burnt-out cars, we find this. A Fat Man mini nuke launcher.
Okay, so where he did it, this is his whole shot. And apparently he's gonna one-shot this.
New follower.
Raphael designed here. I think it's so.
And over at the satellite station, exactly one mini nuke. This should be more than enough. Let's go introduce the Roach King to the concept of dying in nuclear Armageddon. I've never actually met him before, but apparently he's somewhere near the Corvega factory, so we head in that direction. After some traveling, we arrive there, but the only person I can find is clearly not a fan of the channel. Briefly running for my life leads me to a bombed-out ruin, which was strangely populated by rad roaches. And then I see him, Reggie, the leader of the
There he is. There he fucking is. He's gonna do a 360 no scope.
Roaches.
Do
He's
you want
fielding
that?
pretty nice armor and a fucking minigun. But after what we just survived, this should be a piece of cake. We've only got one ammo, so I take my time lining up the perfect shot, before remembering I'm firing a nuclear
I was gonna say, just hit the building and he's gone. I mean, like, you don't need to get the perfect fucking scope in on this shit.
missile. So as long as I hit the building, we'll be fine. Enter VATS.
Yeah.
9% chance to hit, no problem.
No.
I send it. And then, tragedy
No. 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 No, no, no,
strikes.
no.
As the mini nuke flies through the air, Wave 12 spawns in, and
There's no shot. There's no shot. There's no fucking
entire
shot.
goddamn wall of 1,000 mega roaches. Dear God, they've absorbed the nuke. It feels as if the gods themselves are mocking us, laughing in our face. But that's just my idiot savant perk triggering 500 times.
Bro, what are the chances? I'm insane. That's the man. How will welcome in? Wave 12 saved the boss, knowing how that wasn't deliberate.
In a row.
Oh,
How
God.
humbling. The surviving roaches quickly swarm us as I power level into the mid-40s. I force my way into the building to finish off
Yeah, just beeline for the boss. Just beeline the boss at this point.
Lataria, but he escapes out the window as his bugs delay me on the stairs. I follow him outside and get a few good hits off, before his roaches throw me 30 feet across the field like some kind of arthropod
Holy
tidal
shit.
wave. Every time I close the distance on him, the bugs launch me across the parking lot, but he's running out of bugs. Roach King makes the mistake of stepping out of position, and we charge straight
Oh,
into
no.
him,
Oh,
landing the
no.
finishing blow with our sword to
He did it. He fucking
finally
did it.
put an end to his reign of tyranny. We finish off the remaining roaches, exit the power armor, and inspect his charred corpse. On it, we find the junky shish kebab, which is the exact same weapon I've been using this whole time, except this one does more damage if you're addicted to heroin. Honestly, I couldn't have asked for a better weapon. Well, there you have it. He's dead. No king rules forever. However, without their master's command, the insect scourge will become an even greater threat to this world. Control
Wait, it's not over.
must be
what?
maintained. Like it or not, there must always be a Roach King.
No, he became the Roach King. Oh.
That's going to be it for this video. We've utilized a wide array of extermination techniques and our own brain damage to power level to 35 and end the insect apocalypse. I want to thank this month's patrons for supporting the channel, and finally, thank you for watching.
Bro,
New
that was
follower.
good. Oh, Jem, I was enthralled. Legitimately, I was fucking enthralled during that. That was great. That was fantastic.